Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Are you excited for 2018? Is there a specific thing that you're looking forward to? Maybe a certain vacation with your family in the summer? Maybe you're graduating high school, or maybe you're starting high school, you're starting college, or something like that. Well, I'm looking forward to 2018 for one specific reason. This year, Treyarch will be releasing their next Call of Duty title, which means this year we get new Treyarch Zombies maps. Now that the new year has rolled in, Happy New Year to all of you by the way, it's 2018, and that means that in less than 100 days, okay, if we're going by the dates that we had in 2015, at least for Black Ops 3, in fewer than 100 days, we are going to have a teaser trailer releasing for Black Ops 4. Or whatever the game's going to be called, but I'm going to call it Black Ops 4 in this video. Black Ops 4 is going to be teased in fewer than 100 days! Bruh, what? Zombies season is so close to really kicking back into full hype gear, and I just can't really contain myself. I was thinking about it earlier today, and I tweeted saying, guys, Black Ops 4, or whatever its final name is going to be, is coming out later this year. Holy guacamole. And the number of people that replied and were like, Milo, I knew that it was coming out this year, but just seeing those words in my Twitter feed is getting me so excited. The number of people that said that kind of inspired me to make this video because I just wanted to hit home on the fact that it's January 1st, 2018, and Treyarch are releasing a new game this year. Oh, I'm so excited. We don't have long to wait now. We've got DLC coming out at the end of this month for World War II. Fingers crossed that's going to hold our interest a little bit more than the final Reich did. I think it will do because there won't be any data mining, or at least there'll be less data mining. There won't be an Easter egg completion before release. There won't be all of the things that contributed to the final Reich dying off quite fast. And so it's just going to be quite an exciting month. And then next month is going to be sort of a little bit more low-key, I presume. And then March is going to start to build things up a little bit. And then April, oh boy, we're going to get a trailer. In fact, on the 9th of April 2015 is when we first got our Back in Black teaser trailer for Black Ops 3. And the way that worked is Activision sent that trailer to a whole bunch of different YouTube channels, including the official Call of Duty channels, of course, but also including my channel, which at the time had something like 65k subs. I was really small back then, and they sent it to everyone to post at the exact same time. Now, obviously, in classic YouTube Call of Duty fashion, I posted the trailer and got a copyright claim on it, so it was blocked worldwide and no one could see it because it auto-moderated my freaking video. But regardless of that little blip on the radar, that was when we got our first visual teaser for the game, and we got all those interesting little quotes and the kind of swirling letters, and we had a bit of Keeper and sort of mysterious languages going on in there, and coordinates and all sorts of business, hints towards Black Ops 3 basically, and it basically got the ball rolling for the teasers that we would then get in the coming months with The Unmarked Man and Jaxaplanet and all of that juicy goodness. In fact, I made something like 70-80 videos on the viral campaign for Black Ops 3, and similarly, if there's a viral campaign for Black Ops 4 this year, you know, okay, leveling with you for a second, you know that if there's a viral campaign, I am gonna dive headfirst into it so hard, I may fracture my own cranium, but I'm still gonna be pumping out that content, because I live for viral campaigns. I got into YouTube, okay, way back in the day, amongst other things, because of GK Nova 6, which was one of the viral campaigns that they did way back when, specifically, in fact, to tease Black Ops 1's Zombies mode and campaign, but Zombies mode, amongst other things, and just, GK Nova 6 was amazing, Black Ops 1 was amazing, viral campaigns are amazing, and guess what? There's very likely going to be one for this game, because Treyarch love viral campaigns. They've done one for Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3 now, and Black Ops 4 is going to be no different. The marketing budget this year is going to be blown way out of the water. It's going to be huge compared to some of the stuff that we've seen for example, Infinite Warfare, that comparatively to everything else had a relatively small marketing budget because they knew they were going to sell fewer copies. So it's really going to be an exciting year, and that's prior to the game even releasing. And then on launch, I mean, oh man, I mean, I could just sit here and talk all day about how excited I am, but I think I'll spare you the kind of lecture because I'm sure you're feeling the same way as well, and you don't need me to tell you why you should be excited because we're all hyped anyway, right? Although maybe some of you aren't. If you're not hyped, or just depending on whatever your hype level is, leave a comment down below and let's have a talk about it. The next thing I want to say in this video though, okay, and this is an important one, is that when I posted my tweet saying, yeah, Black Ops 4 is coming out this year, holy moly, a couple of people responded saying, Black Ops 4, aka Black Ops 2.5, that was Cat Ninja 2015, and someone called DeEnderbear responded to them and said, it won't be called 2.5 because that's what the in-development version of Black Ops 3 would have been called, similar to how Resident Evil 2 was called 1.5 while it was in development, and also, and this is the pertinent bit that I want to talk about in this video, Treyarch tweeted out in their job description that you must have knowledge in modern military tech, so it's going to be a modern CoD. And this is something I want to drill down on, okay? Multiple people, in fact, a lot of people, not just multiple, but a whole bunch of people over the last couple of months, ever since, I believe, around about September this year, have been saying, well, this next Call of Duty game from Treyarch has to be set in the future because of a job description that they posted on their website in, I believe, September, which mentioned modern military technology. So, to give you an idea of the context of all of this, Treyarch job postings generally have a certain kind of style to them. So, for example, for the role of systems designer, they say, we're looking for talented and experienced system designers to work directly with senior system designers, design leads, and the studio design director to build compelling and fun gameplay systems. That's the start of the posting. They go on to say, here are some of the things that you'll be doing, pitching concepts, partnering with cross-disciplinary teams, using expert data analysis skills, using a mix of playtest experiences, identifying and resolving conflicts, resuming work at various stages of implementation, building compelling social experiences and systems, all sorts of stuff there, but they also say, here are the skills and experience you'll need. 3 or more years of game systems design experience, excellent written design documentation that uses visual design to show complex ideas in simple ways, excellent written and verbal communication skills, absolute passion for playing and making video games, all those sorts of things, of course, as you'd expect to see in pretty much any job posting for a role in this sector. However, what Treyarch also do, and this is again very common, is add a final little paragraph of bullet points that says, you'll really get our attention if you have, and then they list a couple of things. A bachelor's degree or equivalent experience, experience using Illustrator to communicate ideas, understanding of information architecture principles as a way to define game systems, and experience designing UI to support game systems. That's just this particular posting, but that gives you a flavor of the sorts of things that might pique Treyarch's attention, okay? Now then, the thing that piqued the community's attention in September was that in that list of bullet points, they had combat design experience on a AAA competitive shooter, so you've worked on a Borderlands or a Battlefield or something along those lines, Prestige 1 or above in Black Ops 3 multiplayer, so that's proving that you've actually played the game and you're a fan of the franchise, previous design experience owning entire categories of gameplay content both at the moment-to-moment and systems level, and finally, deep knowledge base of firearms and modern military technology. And people saw that and went, welp, modern military tech, the game has to be set in the future. And I wanted to tag this on here in this particular video for the following reason, okay? I am extremely hyped about the next game being a Treyarch title. I don't really care if it's in the past or in the future, because I'm pretty confident that whatever happens, Treyarch are going to deliver. I think that they could set it in the future again, or they could go back to World War II, and I'd still love it, and it wouldn't necessarily even influence the zombies all that much, because, I mean, Black Ops 3 was set in the future, Black Ops 2 was set in the future, but Black Ops 2's zombies was set in the future, and Black Ops 3's was set in the past. So, or not in time at all, if you're in Agartha. So, it's kind of not necessarily a direct correlation between game setting and zombies. It goes both ways, as those examples prove. And in this case, with this mention of modern military tech, I think that there are two real important points to note. First of all, needing deep knowledge of modern military tech doesn't mean the game has to be set in a modern setting. Like, that just isn't a thing. You can ask someone to have experience in something, but then need them to apply it to a completely different topic. Like, that's not an alien concept whatsoever. In fact, they've said here they want you to have combat design experience on a AAA competitive shooter. They're not specifying it has to be CoD. They're saying, let's get experience on a different shooter so you can apply that world to our world. And similarly, they're asking about deep knowledge of firearms and modern military tech because maybe they want to apply modern military ideas to something that is set in the past. That is completely possible. It doesn't have to be set in the future because they want you to be knowledgeable of the current sort of standing and environment that modern military tech resides in, okay? That said, taking a little deep breath for a moment, it could still obviously be set in the future, but the second point that I want to drill down into, like I've just mentioned, is that regardless of if they go into the past or the future, I think there's going to be a lot of discussion this year about whatever decision they do make, and there are going to be a lot of people going, oh, it's set in the past, boo, that's gonna suck, World War II's boring, Boots on the Ground is boring, boo, and if it's set in the future, they'll be saying, oh, they should be set in the past, Boots on the Ground's the way to go, and I hate these fake future settings, I want a historical setting. There's just going to be arguments either way. It's inevitable, because we've had so many future CODs, and now we've gone back to the past, and it's sold really well with World War II, but certainly the Zombies hasn't been massively exciting so far, and so there's going to be a pull either way. And I felt like it would be important here to say that regardless of what does happen, it's Treyarch. And let's focus on the fact, and focus on the hype generated from the fact that Treyarch are just good at what they do. They really are. And it's okay to be apprehensive about the next title if you're not necessarily going to gel with the setting straight away, but try and keep an open mind, because it's Treyarch, and they're going to deliver. And if they don't, then, I mean, it's the end of COD anyway, so it doesn't really matter, okay? I just wanted to touch on that because I can foresee a lot of arguments this year. I can foresee a lot of people trying to kind of squash other people's hype and stuff like that. And it's important not to, in my opinion, because COD this year could go in a really, really awesome direction, and if we're excited for the ride, it's going to be better for all parties involved. I've been MrRoflWaffles. Treyarch are releasing a COD this year, Black Ops 4 is releasing in less than a year, the reveal is coming in less than 100 days, and I am very, very excited. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like if you've enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, I've got a bunch of exams this month, so if I'm not posting very often, that's why. Okay? Love you. Bye-bye.